What's up, guys? Trickster here, and I'm gonna start this new vlog series. I'm gonna call it the Road to OSCP. The OSCP is a certification that I've really been wanting to pursue for quite some time, but I haven't really ever gotten around to it because I was busy pursuing grad school, stuff like that. I also work full time as a penetration tester. A little bit of background about myself. I work as a pen tester. I've been doing that since 9 months. Yeah, about 9 months now, I think. It's in web application penetration testing, so I feel like my stronger suit is on that side. The cool thing is, it is actually kind of like an offensive role, so I think there will definitely be some things that might, help out coming from there. And definitely going to pull as much of that knowledge as I can. But I've talked to a lot of people, that I work with that are even in red team positions, and they've just talked about how difficult the OSCP was for them. And, a lot of those guys even took the multiple tries just to get the certification. And at the same time, I've, through YouTube, I've seen people that come in with hardly any prior experience, and they just grind it out, and they're really consistent, just with a never say die kind of attitude, really hands on, and they pass it on their second go around, despite having way less knowledge and way less experience. So really, I feel like that was a real motivator for me, seeing people like that, because it's dang, he just went for it. I feel like, myself included, and I know a lot of people that say they'll take it when they feel they're ready for it, but I guess the reality is you're never gonna be ready for it, right? You're gonna I feel like I'm if I really take a look in the mirror, I think I'm as ready now as I'm ever gonna be. It's gonna be hard no matter what. If it's hard for someone that does this for a living, then it's gonna be hard for me. I do feel like I have some background. At this point, I've done a good amount of hack the box, but even still, those were the retired boxes. So they had the video walkthroughs, the IPSec ones, and stuff like that. I probably, out of the retired boxes, I probably rooted about half of them. But that was actually going from a zero knowledge level to where I am now. I feel like that really helped me see how to use the tools and what certain vulnerabilities are and how they can actually be exploited. A lot of people are going to be coming from other certifications, other backgrounds, other levels of involvement in maybe security as a profession, and those people are going to come in with their own knowledge, but a lot of that is going to be not really hands-on knowledge. It's going to be book knowledge. And I guess that gets into the next point is the thing that draws me to the OSCP is the fact that it's such a hands-on certification. If you look at academia, if you look at, you look at college degrees, you look at your traditional certifications, your common ones, you'll see that most of them follow what I would call an academia approach to learning, which is you attend the classes, you get some material to read, you read the material, you watch the videos, the lectures, and then you take the exam. You study that material, and then you take the exam. And, if you did all those things, then, you should pass. But, the OSCP is nothing like that at all, really. I mean, yeah, they give you the materials and stuff like that, sure. And, I'm not saying don't study them. Definitely, they're important, but it's more of a hands-on. So you can go through all the material, but that alone isn't going to get you anywhere. You have to actually be super hands-on, super consistent. You got to be in the trenches grinding it out. So I know in the past, there's so many people out there that sort of fall into the trap of this academia style of learning, what I would refer to it as, that style of learning where the people, they just, they don't actually apply stuff. They just sort of, go through and learn about, read about, but they don't actually get to know the material because they don't actually get hands-on with it and use it. Same thing if, for example, if I were to, okay, you know what? Let's give an analogy here. Say that I had a goal to, become this like nutty ass weightlifter, right? Like I wanted to be able to curl 80 pounds, 80-pound dumbbells, 280-pound dumbbells. Let's say that was my goal, right? That's a really hands-on thing, right? So basically, like the equivalent would be like, I'm going to, work myself up to curling 80 pounds by reading about, experience of other people that got to curling 80 pounds. I'm going to watch videos of people curling 80 pounds. And then I'm going to go to the gym on test day and I'm going to try to lift 80 pounds versus like, I'm going to maybe follow some programs of seeing how people work their way up to lifting 80 pounds. But I'm also going to be going to the gym consistently. And I'm also going to be, doing everything else, nutrition, what have you, to actually get there, right? And I'm going to be taking actionable steps towards achieving my goal. I'm not just going to be like, oh yeah, I'm going to go to my local gym and watch the hunks work out. It's like, no, like you got to actually get hands-on with this stuff. I really feel like that's how you learn, like anything, right? I mean, it'd be the equivalent to like, I'm going to study for the driver's test by just reading the manual and I'm never going to drive the car. Well, when test day comes, you're not going to know how to drive the car. So it's like, you got to learn how to drive the car, right? So this is a bit of a rant, but in the past, so many people are like that. And in the past, I actually fell into that trap, like hands on, like hands down. Like I definitely fell into the trap of not being hands on enough with stuff. I would be the type of person that would, read the material and be like, okay, I know it. I learned about it. Here's the thing too, right? If you take that approach to studying, right? The approach where, you just go for like reading about stuff instead of actually getting hands on with it. What happens is maybe like kind of you learn about it for a little bit, but then you quickly realize that, oh wow, like, 2 months down the line, you're like, oh wow, I actually forgot all that material. So then you got to go and review it, again. So it's like, I people that are in like really hands-on technical fields, a lot of them will like say a programmer, right? The people that are writing like good code, they know like, they got their stuff is constantly changing, constantly evolving. Like there's constantly new like JavaScript frameworks coming out and stuff like that. You have to be self-taught and, reading a programming book and taking a programming course only can take you so far. You got to get hands-on. You got to build your own stuff. Similar thing here. So I'm really going to make sure that, I've seen a lot of people's like their vlogs on this stuff, and I've seen people that have went through the PDF material really fast and got right into the labs. And I've seen people that have taken like 2 months to get through the PDF material. Right? So my goal is going to be to fly through the PDF material, the video material as soon as possible, like within the first week, maybe like at most 10 days, no more than 10 days on that. Then I'm going straight in the lab. I'm going to attack it hard. I'm going to attack it consistently. I'm going to spend 5-6 hours a day attacking labs. Okay. And I feel like I've done like a decent amount of stuff to prepare me for this point where I'm ready to start. I'm ready for step one. By the way, my course, I didn't mention this yet. My lab opens up on December 8th. Right now, currently recording this video, it is November 29th, so it's coming up in about a week from now. A few things I want to do to get prepared even more before that. I'm currently working through the Cyber course, the Python one. Do I have that up? Yeah, I do. The Python by, who is it? Guy's name is like Python, Python for security professionals is the name of the course. I heard it was a pretty good one. I'm learning a lot so far. I'm on about to be on module 4 of 6, so I should definitely be able to finish that in time for, before my lab unlocks. In addition to that, I've been reading a really good book that I've heard a lot of people recommend. I think it's called Penetration Testing, a Hands-On Introduction by Georgia Weidman. And so I'm almost done with that too. I'm on chapter like 18 out of 20 or 17 out of 20, something like that. So those 2 books I hope to finish before this. And yeah, additionally, I think I'm going to go through the Over the Wire Bandit stuff. I think that's manageable. Right now I'm spending like 4 or 5 hours a day on this stuff. So yeah, I'm going to just knock all that stuff out before my lab opens up. Once the lab does open up, my plan of attack is I'm going to rip through this PDF and video stuff, and that way, like, by week 2 I can be attacking the labs. And so I got the 90-day lab, by the way, so I have like a lot of time. There's no excuse for why I can't learn this stuff. But yeah, I'm going to be trying to vlog, video log about twice a week probably. Maybe I'll go more. We'll see. We'll play it by ear. That's the whole plan, and you're going to be hearing about my struggles. Like, I sound pretty, this is like week 0, so I sound pretty like energized, full of life, energy, and life force. But, once this stuff really gets nitty gritty into it, like, I'll probably lose all that life force, which is fine as long as I don't quit, as long as I don't give up. Like, I know people that have passed it, like taking the exam like 4 freaking times. That is pretty motivating to me. Like, some people might be like discouraged, like, oh man, it took him 4 times and he has a lot of experience. But for me, that was really freaking motivating. Because like, damn, this guy didn't give up, and eventually he got it. So I think that's what it comes down to, is just being really hands-on, being really consistent, and just never giving up. Never say die attitude. Never say never. Let's quote Justin Bieber here. Try harder. Let's quote the freaking company, Offensive Security, that hosts this stuff. That's their motto. That's their slogan. So it is for a reason. We're going to do this. So stay tuned. Week 2, or week 1, I guess, will be the next video. Yeah, so we'll do that, and I'll see you guys then. Thanks for watching.